Well, the City of Sunnyside has officially repealed a rental housing ordinance that's at the centre of a long-running legal battle. And our reporter Anissa Williams joins us live now in the studio. Anissa.
Yeah, John, this program, it hasn't been enforced in years, but it's still the focus of a lawsuit filed by now Governor Bob Ferguson, who served as Attorney General at the time. Take a look.
The program was originally intended to reduce crime in rental properties, but in 2019, the Attorney General's office filed a federal lawsuit against Sunnyside. According to a 2019 press release from the Attorney General's office, Ferguson said, quote, "Regardless of public policy goals, city governments can't sidestep the law and unlawfully evict families. Families, including those with children, lost their homes as a result of Sunnyside's unlawful actions. That is wrong, which is why my office is taking action to defend the civil rights of residents." The lawsuit alleges that tenants were forced from their homes without court orders, claims Sunnyside denies. According to a recent press release from George Mix, Sunnyside's attorney, Mix said, quote, "The state signed the statewide CRFHP into law in June of 2020 and offered no training or support for local cities. Then the state sued the city for using the program it created. The reality is, Sunnyside abandoned the program 6 years ago, and the council's action formally removes it from the municipal code. The city of Sunnyside is dealing with a well-publicized $4 million budget deficit, and the state's aggressive pursuit of this lawsuit over an ordinance that has been dormant since before COVID further burdens the city that is already struggling economically." And while the Attorney General's office cited multiple tenants in the lawsuit, Mix questions how the case was built, saying, quote, "It is important to note that none of the individual tenants allegedly affected ever filed a claim against the city. This lawsuit was filed only after the AG's office cold-called the tenants." Records show the state has committed more than 8,000 staff hours to the case, including 13 assistant attorney generals, 5 paralegals, and 2 investigators. Mix said, quote, "Frankly, the lawsuit is a profound waste of taxpayers' dollars, which are funding both the state's pursuit of this case and the city's defense." With trial set for January, Mix says Sunnyside is prepared to defend itself in court, saying, quote, "The Civil Rights Division of the Attorney General's office should not be in the business of pushing Washington cities into financial hardship, especially towards potential bankruptcy."
The Attorney General's office is seeking monetary damages for unlawfully evicted tenants, recovery of attorney fees, and accountability for alleged violations of civil rights and housing laws. John?
Well, I'm sure this is going to be ongoing. I think there's a hearing scheduled for January.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. January.
Well, thanks, Anissa.